Hi you guys, this is Mr. Sass and I'm here to do a review of Toriko Chapter 374, a review slash discussion because it's already too late for a review because the chapter came out last week, but again, didn't have time for it. Now, in this chapter there are a couple of key points, and these key points are that Gourmet Cell demons almost never eat other Gourmet Cell demons, and that's because Gourmet Cell demons are made of 100% pure Gourmet cells, and they are very hard to digest. If a Gourmet demon eats another Gourmet demon, then it's a big chance that they both will die, because the one that eats the other cannot digest the Gourmet demon that he just ate. Now there are a couple of exceptions from the rule, one being Neo, because Neo is like a black hole or something. He can eat everything, and not only can he eat anything, but what he eats doesn't come back. If a Gourmet Cell demon dies after a period of time, 300,000 years, that Gourmet Cell demon comes back. But if Neo eats you, you don't come back. Also, Dawn's line said to Neo that whenever somebody tried to eat parts of him, they died because they couldn't handle Dawn's line's power. So it makes sense, but it's also kind of weird. Like, these Gourmet Cell demons are the embodiment of appetite, and the way to see is that there is a fixed amount of appetite in each universe, because I think that there are a couple of universes in the Toriko world, the Toriko book, but it seems like there's a fixed amount of appetite, and that appetite gives birth to the Gourmet demons. And the reason why you cannot eat another Gourmet demon is because that will unbalance the amount of appetite that is in that universe. So in that sense, because they have a Gourmet Big Bang that from the universe, it actually makes sense that the Gourmet demons are predefined by the laws of the universe, and you cannot change that. And what Neo is doing is actually upsetting the balance of the universe, because he not only eats Gourmet demons, but he destroys life as well. And because of that, Toriko actually eating Neo is the most insane thing that actually happens, because Neo is so powerful where there shouldn't be anyone capable of digesting Neo's cells, but it seems that Toriko is fine. Toriko ate a piece of Neo, so in all actuality he should be dead, but no, he ain't dead, which means that either the digestive process did not begin, or I don't know, Toriko digested. I'm leaning towards the second fact. Toriko digested Neo, and that's a surprise to everyone. Now, the second key point is the fact that Acacia is actually very pissed off right now because Toriko is trying to eat him. And by the way, I understand that Toriko is trying to eat Neo, but is there some way to separate Neo from Acacia? Because if there's not, then Toriko is going to eat Acacia as well, and that will kind of be cannibalism, because Acacia is a human. I understand Neo is a Gourmet demon and Toriko wants to put Neo on his main menu, but if you cannot separate Neo from Acacia, then it's kind of like you're eating a human, dude. So I don't know. Whatever, moving forth. Acacia is pissed and he's very salty and he's trying to attack Toriko. Like, Red protects Toriko and Blue jumps out and starts fighting Acacia. And again, it's something weird with Blue, because Red never leaves Toriko's body, but Blue is able to leave Toriko's body and fight on its own. Or maybe it's just the way it's depicted. Maybe it's actually Toriko that's fighting, but Mitsutoshi is depicting the blue one as Toriko. It's kind of weird, because the blue Gourmet demon, leaves Toriko's body entirely. And yeah, it's weird. Now, in the midst of that fight, and this is the third key point, God attacks. And God is watching everyone on the battlefield right now, because there are fights everywhere, mini fights everywhere, and God is just staying there and watching everyone. And I think he realized that Acacia is a high level ingredient, Neo is a high level ingredient, and God actually decided to attack Acacia, to eat Acacia. And of course, Acacia kind of looks surprised, shocked, and he has to put Neo in front of the tongue attack so Neo can munch on the tongue so he can mitigate the attack. Otherwise, it might have been worse. It already is worse because the tongue of God penetrates the planet, the Toriko planet, which is huge. It's like 17 times the size of Earth. And in a split second, the tongue of God just penetrates the planet from one side to the other. But again, thanks to Neo, which is munching on God's attack, the attack gets mitigated and Acacia doesn't take that much damage. And he just comes out even more pissed, saying that he will not even leave a drop of blood out of God. The fourth key point would be a pair and another, I think, not another, Atom. Yeah, I think Pair and Atom, the two Blue Nitro that are watching the fight, they want to jump in because Acacia is taking damage. And I don't realize what their plan is because according to what they told to Geo, their plan was that they can use the golden can to imprison Neo, but somehow they don't want Neo to take any damage. And I don't know why that is, because if Neo takes enough damage, then they can imprison him easier. So I don't know what the significance of this is, but it may have to do with the fact that Acacia is somehow controlling Neo right now. Like, Neo is not on a rampage because of Acacia. Acacia is the rational one and he's controlling Neo. Like, I had a discussion about this a few months ago. Neo is like the ultimate predator, but he's not that sharp. Neo is not that sharp. Acacia, with his mind, he's being able to control Neo. And when the Blue Nitro says that Acacia is taking damage, maybe that's why this is a bad thing, because if Acacia dies, then Neo will be left alone and he will go on a rampage. Maybe that's the case. But anyway, the Blue Nitro cannot intervene between Acacia and God because Toriko steps in the way. And Toriko, Red and Blue are now taking on Pair and Atom. Now, returning to Stajin, Greenpatch and Tommyrod, they actually defeat the three chefs that Joy summoned. Joy takes down Tommyrod and Greenpatch with her fungus. She just melts them away. And this is the fifth key point. Stajin is the only one that stands. And when Stajin looks behind, he sees Zebra, Coco and Sunny all melted away by Joy's fungus. Which is insane because only a few moments have passed, but Joy says that inside her warp kitchen they have been fighting for over an hour. So I don't think this is the case. I don't think Sunny, Coco and Zebra are dead because they are the main characters, and whatever this is, it's not that simple for Joy to kill them. In fact, I think that Coco is using his poison dolls again because he uses his poison dolls very conveniently. So they might have been testing Joy and see what her attacks were. Yeah, so I don't think they're dead. But Joy doesn't know that, and Joy is coming straight for Stajin and saying that she will kill him because she has Germain luck, and nothing can compare with Germain luck. And now Stajin pulls something out of his ass, and I say that because this was never a fact in the Toriko manga. It was just a few chapters ago that we learned that Stajin and Toriko are brothers, and now Stajin brings out the dad card. Like, do you know whose son I am? And Froze looks surprised. And if we think about this logically, why does it matter? I mean, there are two possibilities. There's a possibility that Stajin is the kid of a chef that had a lot of food luck, but I don't know of any chef that would have more food luck than Froze. Or there's a possibility that Stajin is the son of somebody very, very powerful, but if that's so, then that person was never mentioned in the story, and to mention that person at the end of Toriko, because Toriko is approaching the end, it's kind of a ass pull. I mean, it just comes out of nowhere to make Stajin and Toriko that powerful because of their dad, which was never mentioned before in the story. You can see how that's convenient. But if Stajin and Toriko are the sons of a chef which had enough food luck, then I can see how it can balance Joy's food luck. And I'm hoping that they go with that route. rather than them being the son of some all-powerful Bishoku guy. Whatever. And the sixth key point is that at the end of the chapter, Otake is trying to cook God. He sees where God energy comes from and he tries to go in that place where God's energy emanates from. But when he jumps on God, and yeah, I didn't thought he would jump on God's back. I really did not. And the fact that God left Otake jump on his back, it means that he fears nothing from Otake. I mean, God can move so fast that he can dodge Koko's spears, small spears. He can move faster than light. Otake would have no chance to jump on God's back. God would just be out of there. But the fact that he can actually do that means that God doesn't even care about Otake. Anyway, when he jumps there, he senses something from within God. And that something from within God, I believe it's Komatsu. Maybe coming from the inside out. Who knows? But basically that's the chapter review / discussion. So rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.